So,
Good evening.
yes, very good evening, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. You tell me, what about you?
Yes, I'm so well, and thank you for asking me. Because of coming out Navratri, so I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, so do I. Mhm.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
So tell me, how's your morning so far today?
It was quite hectic day today as I needed to go to the school since it's Eid today and there's a holiday. Even though like being a teacher, we needed to go as today it was the day of result declaration and prize distribution. So this is why we went to school. It was quite
Oh,
hectic.
yeah,
I
yeah, it's
enjoyed.
very
Hmm.
okay. Good to hear. Of course, being a teacher, we have to enjoy, each kinds of, each process you can say what we have gotten in school, right?
Hmm. Yeah, right, right.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So, yeah, I think we should be introducing to each other in a nutshell.
yeah, 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 sure, sure.
Okay. So, can I take a head start? Shall
Yes,
I?
ma'am. Yes, sure.
Okay. So, as you know, my name is Nootan and I have just started working as a teacher. And yes, I have a YouTube channel by the name of English with Nootan Deep, and I'm blessed with two kids. So, this is all about me. Thank you.
Wow, that's wonderful. Okay, it's my turn. So this is Chandan Lahiri. I belong to Bihar state. Professionally, I'm a teacher. And if I discuss about my hobby, so I love to talk to new people, especially foreigner. Yeah, that's all about me.
Oh, great. Good to hear that. So you talked
Thank
with the foreigner. I just saw, meaning when I was at school premises, there I saw your that particular short video.
you. Yes,
Hmm.
and he was
Okay.
looking, he was looking like a actor of Hollywood. I think you might have
Yeah,
known about
true.
Fast and Furious. If
Yeah,
might have
a
watched.
little clips of that movie I watched. I don't remember when, but I
Yes,
watched.
and his name is Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel.
Okay. Okay. So how
Yes.
was your experience?
Yeah, that was really tremendous. I would say the first time I talked to such a personality, and yeah, that was really amazing.
Okay, okay, great. You know, I think we should always appreciate ourselves as we are doing so many things and we have improved a lot so far. Yesterday, I would like to share one of my experience, meaning it was a kind of notion I got that time and I dwelled into that. The thing was that 10, I think it has been 10 months, 10 months ago when I initiated this journey of connecting with people, mailing them and then connecting with them like this way via audio call and video call. So there I just saw one of my video with someone, and there
Hmm.
I was speaking things, and I was looking totally, terrible. My English was totally terrible. I was like, what? And the kind of confidence level. So there was no confidence level to be seen on my face. So I can say now, till today, I feel really grateful to this Skype app and all the groups I have connected with the people. I thankful and grateful to them. But the thing is, yes, I have improved a lot with the help of those people. But when you take a head start, whenever you take the decision to do anything in your life, so that time you're like kind of mediocre. You're
Yes.
really raw in that. But by doing the practicing again and again, putting in efforts, so you can just accelerate yourself anyhow, and you can just amplify it, the things that you are doing, meaning in the sense in the form of confidence level. So you can amplify that, and that I have done just by
Yeah.
speaking. So it's really important, when I saw that video, so it was totally like what I was totally thinking. I was contemplating case it's very like bad things I'm saying. The you can say my whole personalities were totally terrible that time whenever I was like speaking to that particular person. But I was like, okay, now I can see the difference. I'm not comparing myself to anyone else's. I compared myself with myself. So I saw that there's a drastic difference, a change, and that
Yes.
that is a that is a remarkable change for me. So we can
Yeah,
all
you are
do
right.
like we can also apply and do the same thing. meaning making the efforts and just win over.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some days before when I talked with a foreigner.
Mm-hmm.
So that time I got to know my potential, my capacity, my eligibility, you can say, how much I'm able to talk to any personality. Because talking is not a big challenge for anyone, but understanding it's a big challenge for everyone,
Yeah,
especially
understanding
foreigner accent,
foreigners. Yeah.
right? So somehow I was perceiving visually of the all each statement what they have been creating on the topics and relevant answer I used to try to give in them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that conversation was about to 10 minutes, but I cut this part and put only a few seconds as a short
Okay.
sequence. So people can know.
Okay. Okay. So are you going to upload the entire video?
Yeah, let's see what happens. Of course, I would be released. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but that was
Okay.
really amazing experience of mine while talking with them. That man used to laugh a lot while connecting with me, and
Okay.
I also enjoy that conversation. Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Great, great. Okay. So according to you, how much it's important to just gaze, meaning determine the efforts you're doing or you are putting in, and how do you do so?
According to me, ma'am, especially in each situations where you are going to enter any situations of your life, when you are going to meet any personalities, and that person belong to different countries and cities. In that situations, it's obvious things we are receiving multiple thoughts regarding that person, right? So that time we have to fix our mindset and we have to keep in calm self in that situation when we are going to meet that person. And then in that situation we will start performing. Okay. So if you are being, able to block multiple thoughts to not entering in your mind, that time you perform tremendously. What do you expect from yourself? So the
Hmm.
same things I always do or did. Like I block my multiple thoughts while connecting any personalities, and I start considering, yeah, this is my neighbor, neighborhood. I can talk as a casual conversation with them, like others, and that's the way I interacted, and I really perform tremendously, I would say.
Great, great. But I wanted to just ask that how do you determine the things that you are doing? Like how do you gauge your performance, your efforts? How do you do so? And when you come to know, okay, okay, now I have improved that the scenario I just picked up. So that showcases that yes, I have improved. And by watching my that old video, I came to know, and you can say I gauged at the same time, okay, this much I have improved. So
Okay.
what is your parameter to
Mm,
measure such things?
okay. Actually, if I comparison my present situations, my present activities in speaking and previous activities in speaking, so I improved a lot, really, because in that situations I was unable to convey my message, and even I was unable to create as a single sentence correct with the grammar. In my
Mm-hmm.
previous times I was a lot of confusion, hesitations, and multiple issues, you can say, as usually we are facing now as a learner, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I'm considering I'm the proficient into this language. I can compete with any situation. I can talk to any personalities. It doesn't matter that people are so expert and superior than me. Yes. So I'm comparing like that. I'm considering about myself. Yes, like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great, great. We should be always gazing our efforts and whatever we are doing on some point of time, so that we'll come to know, okay, okay, this far I have reached, and what more I can give in this particular thing. What best thing I can do for this and for my improvements. Okay. So, Chandan, you have any queries for me? Yes.
So, ma'am, I have one question. Like, especially in this time, we all are struggling on speaking, right? And we have the same problem regarding vocabulary or transformations of any sentences, right? But no one has, no one have the certainty and uh, clarity about how to tackle out such a situation. If we are getting self in a conversation room, right? In that situation, how to ask the questions, what manner we should apply with the professionals if we are going to meet, okay, and how to give answers, what kinds of good gesture and posture. It's a very important part in a speaking skill in a
Yeah,
conversation time. So what do you think?
agree.
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
it's really important, and I think it's an art. When we cannot speak for a few moments, right? When you are, having such conversation, so you must be doing something to take the conversation ahead. And if it is really interesting, intriguing, and engaging, so that would be more fun and engaging. And you'll and the people who are listening you, watching you, they will also take interest, and it will show up in a captivating way. So the thing is, it's an art to ask the questions. There was a time I also used to feel like kind of baggage pressure to ask the question, like what should I be asking when it comes to ask the questions or any queries. So the thing is, it's an art, and you have to know this, meaning you have to have a good grasp on this, like how can you just involved in the whole conversation, and just make the other person be involved in this
Yes.
particular conversation. And for that, you have to take the conversation ahead in an interesting way, meaning whatever comes up in your mind, you have to do one thing that is called sentence structure and the formation. It should be in your mind, and on the spot you should be asking the questions. As initially I just shared a little bit about my experience, my a few days experience, which I like shared with you. So you can also
Hmm.
start with this by sharing a short experience, any incident, any scenario, and on that, taking that scenario, and you can ask question like have you ever gone through this, and what do you think about this? Like this way you can ask, and it would be much easier to ask the questions, and for the other party as well, who is listening to you or who is in the conversation, because initially he or she heard that particular scenario. So now there's a kind of picture formation when you are saying
Yes.
something to me in the form of story, in the form of incident. So it's a really natural thing that we start you know forming kind of picture formation in our mind. It's really normal thing, human nature it is.
Yeah.
So it happens, and we make much interest in that. So like this way, sharing anything, and then on top of that, regarding that, you can ask a few questions, or else like related to grammar rules, and whatever like interest you and the knowledge you have about that. Or you can just take a head start, meaning any topic related to
Hmm.
that topic, you have to ask the questions. And when it comes to answer to that, let's say you have asked something to me, and it is I, and I have to respond and explain the things, so I must be knowing. And if I'm not getting anything, like there is nothing to say because my mind is totally vacant that time. So what I can do, I can take a small pause, and then contemplate, and then start saying things whatever comes up regarding that particular question. So this is how we can take the conversation ahead. And it's not about always that you are asking to me anything,
Yeah.
like you ask then I ask. Like this way we should keep it to the
Yes.
end point, and
You're right,
it
ma'am.
it is kind of culmination point. Yeah.
This is an art, you can say, really. You have to, observe. You have to increase your observations of others, like how the people are enjoying in your conversations, right? You have to, sustain the interest, into the conversations, behalf of
Mhm.
taking taking the interest of others with you, right? You have to put the interesting question, very relevant question, included of their lives, so that they can, insist internally to just create and recalling previous memories, what had been done into their life. so that they
Mm-hmm.
can put effort to create something into our conversation.
Right,
But
right.
if you ask the out of the box any questions, so it would be quite irritating and burden for others to reply, right? And due to that reason, we get lose our conversation, right? We can't sustain our conversation. We can't hold that person into the conversation room for a long time. So we have to consider the comfort of others with us, and this is our responsibility.
That's right. But you know what? There's one truth that we cannot have the all the knowledges of the world at the same time.
Yeah,
We cannot become an encyclopedia, right? So the thing is, if you don't know, then say it. I don't know. Please, you take a head start. You say something. Then I will be sharing my point of view on this. This way we
yeah,
can take the conversation ahead. It's not about ki, okay, you have asked something and I don't know, I don't have any inkling, even though I'm like, just trying to showcase that I'm a kind of sophisticated person. I know everything. I have so many knowledges. Instead, just say, okay, you take the head start, you start first, then I will be sharing my thoughts. This is how we can maintain this, conversation and take it
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. You're right, ma'am. But every people are not like that. They can't say even I'm unable to convey my message over this matter. You just go ahead. No, no one will say into the
See,
conversation, especially, right?
See, the thing is, you should be assembling that courage, and you can say the things if you really don't, you are not aware about that particular topic. So say it unabashedly that okay, I don't know. And if you take a head start, you start first, you share your point of view, and then I contemplate, and I also can share my point of view on this. And I think it's not a kind of just I can say you should not be feeling ashamed of this. Unabashedly
Yeah,
you can say this, that okay, because we cannot become this much knowledgeable personality, okay, that we know
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. You are right, ma'am. You are right. Yeah, you are right. And I think this would be the better, really, to stay long with that person, especially in a conversation time.
Yeah,
But most of the person are become so serious for that. After getting unpredictable topics, yeah, any questions, they start internally considering like I have to just give up. It's done today, right?
see, so
So
somewhere
this,
they are surrendering,
yeah,
they have
internally, yeah,
relinquished that time. So the thing is, always take a step to say something. Never surrender. You say that okay, I don't know, I don't have much idea, but you can start first, or after that I will be saying the things. This is how we can maintain the conversation and take it to the end point.
and this is the way you can stay for long time, and you do not feel offended and embarrassed in that situation. You
Yeah,
can
right.
you can present yourself nicely for the entire conversation, and it would be the better manner, I would say. Being a
Yeah,
co-learner, yeah, being a professional, I would say, you have to get the way of expressing yourself, which way you want
yeah,
to express your opinions, yeah, manifesting the ideas over any multiple matters. So this is the art
exactly.
you have to learn first, and this is the
Yeah,
way you can compete with any expert in
true.
upcoming time also, because we are still in the process of improving self, right?